for another delicious blondie recipe. I know I have made so many blondie recipes, I almost feel like it's a bit of a cheat to make another one because I always use the same base, but I think it's important to show how versatile this recipe is, and while I was making it, I was thinking to myself, this would be the perfect recipe for anyone who's not big into baking to have for those times that you do want to make something special for someone or for yourself, because you can do so many different things with this recipe. It's sort of the baking equivalent of an ice cream sundae. You can customize it any way you want. I've done it before with Oreos, with Easter candy, with Halloween candy, with raspberries and dark chocolate. Really, you can make them as simple or as luxurious as you want to. Today's blondie recipe has a bit of an autumn theme to it in that I'm using cinnamon. So these blondies are peanut butter and cinnamon blondies. I realized too that I've been using a lot of peanut butter in my recipes, and for those of you who are allergic to peanut butter, I am so sorry. The next time I do one of these videos, I will try not to use peanut butter. But remember, you can always substitute the peanut butter for another type of nut butter, as long as you're not allergic to all nuts. And if you are, you can check out any of my other blondie recipes that may or may not include peanut butter. I will link them in the cards above and in the description box below. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees and grease and line an 8x8, or in this case, a 9x9 inch square baking pan. Then grab a large mixing bowl and mix all of your wet ingredients together. So the only two ingredients that I'm using that aren't included in the original foundational blondie recipe are peanut butter and cinnamon. Everything else is the same. Once the butter, brown sugar, peanut butter, egg, and vanilla are mixed well together, set this bowl aside and grab a small mixing bowl to start mixing your dry ingredients. You can definitely do this whole recipe in one bowl, but because I'm using cinnamon, I want to make sure that it's well blended in with the flour before I mix everything together. After the dry ingredients are mixed, add them to the wet ingredients and fold the wet ingredients over the dry ingredients until everything is just blended. As with all blondie recipes, do not overmix. At this point, if you want to add something crunchy, I would highly recommend adding macadamia nuts to the batter. I think they would pair really well with the peanut butter and cinnamon. As another alternative, you can use crunchy peanut butter instead of smooth peanut butter. Pour the batter into your prepared baking dish and bake for 20 to 25 minutes or until the top is slightly golden and the edges are peeling away from the side of the pan. Because I'm using a 9x9 inch square baking dish, my blondies are slightly thinner than usual, but they turned out so well. They're a little bit underbaked, which is how I prefer them. So if you do like a well-baked blondie, then just leave them in the oven a little bit longer. Just make sure you keep an eye on them. And that is another blondie recipe that you can add to the never-ending list of blondies that you can try out. I think blondies are sort of like cookies in that you can experiment with different mix-ins to see how they turn out, and I think that's super fun. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe for a new baking video every other Thursday. I hope you're having a great day, and until next time, happy baking!